This female prisoner was the most beautiful woman in the prison. Because it was a co-ed prison, whenever a woman showed up, she would attract the attention of all the male prisoners. But none of them ever dared to strike up a conversation with her, for this seemingly insane woman was terrifyingly fierce. A new prisoner, who didn't know any better, tried to flirt with the woman. Little did he expect that just as he stretched out his hand, he enraged her. Immediately, she broke his fingers with a backhand move and then sent him flying with an elbow strike. The younger brothers of the new prisoner, who wanted to help their big brother save face, were no match for the woman as she was so skilled in fighting that she took care of them in just a few moves. Even though the woman was a heavily shackled felon with handcuffs and leg irons on, they couldn't hurt her at all. It wasn't until one of the new prisoners wet his pants that the woman stopped what she was doing. By then, the place was already surrounded by prisoners who were there to watch the fun. It turned out that in the past 3 years, everyone had suffered losses at the hands of this woman. From being an unknown figure, she had become the most feared person in the prison. Whoever dared to have any improper thoughts would be brutally beaten by her. However, the woman knew very well that no matter how powerful she was in prison, it was useless. Her stepmother, who had framed her and got her into prison, and her scheming younger sister were still out there living a carefree life. Over the years, she had been pretending to be crazy and stupid, because only in this way would she have a chance to escape and take revenge. On one particular day, a wealthy merchant with great power and influence suddenly appeared. His purpose for coming was to find someone who could take the place of his sister. His sharp eyes immediately fixed on the woman who was pretending to be crazy and stupid. After learning about the woman's experiences, the wealthy merchant thought that she was the best candidate for him, and the woman had long been eager to leave the prison. Moreover, the person who was taking her away was extremely powerful. The woman who was taken away was imprisoned in an estate. For several days, she couldn't figure out what the man's intentions were, so she could only wait and see what would happen. But she wasn't idle either. She kept eavesdropping on the conversations of the man's subordinates and thus learned that the man was decisive in dealing with things. So she decided to put on an even more convincing act of being crazy and stupid. She was swinging on the swing and accidentally swung too hard and flew out, but quite coincidentally, she landed right in the arms of the man who had just walked in.